This segment brought to you by Kansas Regenerative Medicine. Your stem cells, your health, your life.
What is biosecurity and how does it affect your operation? Biosecurity really comes down to preventing disease from coming onto your operation. And there are many different facets a part of biosecurity, such as biocontainment. Biocontainment is actually mitigating disease on your own premise. So there's a lot of different factors that go into that. You may be doing a lot of these preventative practices that really help your operation and keeping your animals decreased risk from getting disease. When it comes to biosecurity, it's all about risk and understanding where that risk comes from and where you can actually mitigate these risks. And it comes down to different practices that we do and actually understanding that animal movement, whether coming into an operation or within an operation, can increase or decrease your risk to spread disease on any type of operation. And what it comes down to is some of these simple strategies, things like quarantine. You know, that word, really all it means is separation and isolation of animals at risk from spreading disease to the rest of the animals on your operation or your home herd. And the biggest thing with biosecurity is protecting that home herd. And when we isolate animals, we have a bigger opportunity to manage at-risk animals, and we can actually do disease diagnostics to keep certain diseases like BVD or trick or lepto, any other diseases that are out there, that we can keep those off our premise. And it also gives us an opportunity to use our animal health products. We have some phenomenal vaccines that we can actually be preventative in keeping some of these diseases off our premise. Biosecurity and its importance in preventing disease, it all starts on farm by each one of the producers taking a step and ensuring that the biosecurity principles are being followed. That ensures the health and well-being of animals on your own farm, but it also manages risk going down further into the food chain, because at the end of the day, we're food producers. And starting on your own operation, all the way to a finished product, biosecurity is extremely important. To reiterate, there are many different avenues that the disease can enter your premise. And biosecurity is really thinking about that and managing that risk. And where diseases can come from, people can spread diseases to animals, equipment, tools, trucks and trailers. Anything on an operation that's leaving and coming, if used incorrectly, not cleaned and maintained, sanitized properly, all these can be risks to increase disease on your own premise. In review of basic biosecurity, what it comes down to is the day-to-day operations and the management tools that you utilize on your own operation that help keep disease out of your premise and help keep your animals healthy. And there are a lot of these things that are common sense that we do every day, and what this is, it just brings to light the importance of your day-to-day operations.
Hey, I'm Clark Victory. I grew up right here on this little ranch near Chelsea, Oklahoma. Roped and ranched all my life, and a few years ago I had an injury that created what they call a frozen shoulder in layman's terms. It got to the point that I couldn't reach, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't do anything. After speaking with the surgeon in Tulsa, he finally told me that he could make my shoulder better if he did surgery, but he absolutely couldn't fix it. I decided that, you know, maybe I better listen to my friend John, and I called Kansas Regenerative Medical Center. I talked to Patrick Farley and was just excited about the whole aspect of going up there and having the opportunity to focus on getting better. The next morning at 8:30, went into the clinic, did the stem cell replacement. By 12:30, my wife and I had lunch and was driving back to Chelsea. I feel better. We work around here. Some days we work pretty hard around here, and like any older guy does, I get pretty sore, pretty tired, but my right shoulder doesn't get sore. It's like a baby's arm.